Yep. Oops. Hey, what's up, everyone? Alright, Sasha, let me know if you need me, but I'm going to jump out of voice so you don't just hear me talking. How is everyone doing tonight? Let me just do a couple things here, and we will get going. Got some pretty big announcements. Gonna do some giveaways tonight. Should be a fun time. Alright. Wait for some more people to join here. Welcome, welcome. Everyone's football team's doing what you expected them to do tonight. Hopefully. Mine did not. A little sad. But life goes on. This week looks like it's going to be a fantastic trading week. Lots of movement, lots of things going on, so that's exciting. On top of that, I have some other things that are exciting. That is the reason why we're here tonight. So, what is everyone looking at for this week? Probably give it another couple minutes here, and then I'll jump into it. Alright. So everyone that's been with me for a while known we started off as a TradingView indicator software development company. And, we came out with Fortuna 2.2, and that's really been, we've been updating it every day, and there's times where I'd drop updates every night. We went from beta to 1.1 to 1.8, then to 2.2, and this one's actually like 2.6, but it works pretty good by itself, but it wasn't where we wanted to go for the future. And the whole reason we developed it was I got you, Thomas. I'll make you a mod. There you go. Well, let me make Tay a mod too. Alright, we got some more mods here. So when I started the Financial Cloud, the reason I started it was to make life easier for me as a trader. What I noticed was I didn't have time to always look at trades 24/7, to monitor stock market movement, to find what stocks to look at, which ones are good buys and which ones are not. And so I brought together a team to help me automate everything to make my life easier so that I could have more free time and still make lots of money and ideally make more money. And that's kind of what tonight's about, is announcing the new vision of the company, where we're going, and to fill you in on some updates that you may not be aware of. And so that's what this short meeting is about. We're going to be showing you some cool things, hopefully, here in a second as we're finalizing some details. We're just down to crunch time, but I did want to talk about a few things here. So, Fortuna was the first start of it, where we're announcing, basically reversals here. So we're looking for these trade setups that have high probability win rates and also high high returns. So yeah, you could gain, a little bit moving up here, but we want is to buy the bottom and to find the best entry points for either buying shares, buying options, whatever that would be. And then the end goal was always to have a robot buy it for us and then auto trade it for us, which we're going to get into here in a second. I have some updates on that as well. So I want to go over some things that have been happening in the Discord that we've just kind of been doing and haven't really talked about much. And then I want to get into a little bit about some stuff that is in development, and then I'll talk a little bit about the auto trader, and then I'm going to talk about some changes that we're going to be doing in the company as well. So as we've developed the software, we went from just being a technical analysis indicator to having flow-based indicators, to having crypto indicators now, and customized alerts and automated alerts. We have our newsletter, and newsletter automated alerts that have every single support and resistance automated with our buy signals and our sell signals as well. And we're going to continue to develop those further and make those more refined as we go forward. We've been developing more and more educational content to make it easier for you to learn and learn faster and apply those things even faster with the help of the software and the team that we have in place. So that's something that we're really excited about going forward, is to continue to develop the software further, and to develop the educational part of our server even more. And one thing we've talked about as a company, and one thing I see a lot of other companies and discords and things doing, is they charge for educational content. They charge people to learn, and that's something that I just don't agree with, which is why I have my free YouTube. I would rather you learn for free, become a great trader, and then use the newsletter and the software to then use the software to help you trade better. So by being an educated trader, you can use the software better and use the newsletter better. And that's why education will always be free. So, and we're always going to make education more and more extensive. And after tonight, I'll have a lot more time. We've been working towards a lot of things tonight to have them ready for everyone. And so that'll free up a lot of my time now after tonight. So let's not go crazy in the chat. Let's keep it a little calm. But some things we've been working on and that you're seeing the results of is our Catalyst calendar. I'm going to be showing you our website here in a little bit that has the Catalyst calendar. On the website, you can download it, you can import it into your Google Calendar as well. So that's really exciting, something that we've developed, and there's different ways you can view it, and I'll show you that in a second here. So Super Fortuna has been in development for a while, and we're going to continue to develop that. We are also working on using machine algorithm learning to continue to use, and we have 16 supercomputers that we're renting to develop Super Fortuna even better, and using machine learning to find the best algorithm and for Super Fortuna on every ticker. So that's going to be something in the near future that we're going to have available. So just be aware of that. And so the crypto alerts is something that we've added recently that I'm excited about, to develop those more and more. The crypto alerts are always going to be free, by the way. That's something that I would like to keep free. The news and Catalyst section, I feel very proud of automating all of that. Twitter news will always be free, and the catalyst analyst ratings and the mergers and acquisitions we're going to talk about in a little bit. The flow improvements, I'm going to continue to analyze those to see if there's more types of alerts that I can have out there. And then there's some other things that we're working on behind the scenes I'm not ready to announce yet. But some planned software that we're talking about that is really exciting. We have a basic version behind the scenes of the... Why is that? There we go. We have a basic version behind the scenes of our automated Elliott waves that we're close to. I don't have a date on when that'll be ready. All I can say is that is something that we are working extensively on, is automating Elliott waves. So whenever you see me on live do the Elliott waves and everything, I do the classrooms on that. While it's still great to do it by yourself, being able to do it automatically I think would help people a lot. So that's something that we are working extensively on. So that is that is in the near future. One thing that you guys may not be aware of, and it's been actually brought up recently because of GameStop, is gamma. So what is gamma? And this is something that I'm really excited about. So gamma is the available contracts to available price on a stock. So when gamma is neutral or negative or positive, that can affect stock prices. So we are actually working. So what happened with GameStop is there was so many call options bought for it, and because the stock moved above those call options, it actually forced the companies to buy shares to cover the options that they had sold, so that they didn't lose lots of money. So that would keep them gamma neutral. So that is something that you'll see option sellers doing. And that's something that happened in the S&P. Right here was we had a gamma squeeze. So you had normal movement, and so you had a gamma squeeze here, gamma squeeze here. And this is usually what happens when we have a blow the top off moment, is people get incredibly bullish, and as the stock moves up, it actually forces the stock to go above the channel it's trading in, and that's when you have a gamma squeeze, because it forces it out of its normal channel, and then you have your gamma squeeze. And then when all those options are done, you usually get a drop. So usually a gamma squeeze is followed by a sudden drop. And so something we're working on for the company is forming our gamma index for all of the tickers and having gamma squeeze signals and alerts in the server, which would be something that I haven't seen anywhere before. But I am excited because we feel very confident we know how to do it, and that'll be something that we're going to be announcing in the short term when that's done. But I wanted to tell you some things that we're working on in the short term. So this is something super exciting that can be very profitable and very fun when we're in. This is something we could also auto trade it. And everything that we create, while it's designed to make us money, it's also designed to be auto tradable. So all these alerts that I've made and everything, I only make them if they're going to be profitable. If they're not profitable, I'm going to get rid of them. So if they don't work, we'll make them better, or we'll replace them with something different. Because if you can't auto trade an alert, then there's no point in having the alert, in my opinion. So another thing we're working on is dark pool index. So dark pool index is large, multi-million, sometimes billion-dollar orders that are issued with brokers that they execute throughout the day, and then they're reported at the end of the day or throughout the day. And so dark pool is basically how the big boys buy, through privatized buying, not through like a TD Ameritrade. So we're going to be working on a dark pool index for every ticker as well. So this will be something that Squeeze Metric has just kind of show you a visual of, but you can see that as buying goes up, that's usually a good sign. Now this isn't fully indicative, but it is a reinforcement tool. And so when you have a sudden drop, you can see when you get spikes in dark pool buying is when you get spikes in prices too. So how do we know that this was the bottom here? is because they started buying the dip. So when they're buying the dip here, that's when we know the bull run is back on. And as you see dark pool buying go down, you can see we had the gamma squeeze, so the combination of these two was forcing this up, but dark pool wasn't buying it. The only reason it was going up was because it was getting gamma squeeze, so we knew a drop eventually was coming, and you could have predicted that. So this is something we're working on making alerts for, as well as making visuals for, where you could go into your account and see these on any ticker you wanted. So we are getting away. While I love Discord, and we're always going to have Discord, and it's going to be a major focus of the company, we are on the path to creating software that you guys can use as well. And so that'll hopefully be announced shortly, and I'm going to show you some stuff on it tonight. So that is something that we are working on. I also want to do, I'm planning, and I'm working with some of the other analysts in the server and some other people on doing additional classrooms a week for free. So I've always done the Sunday night one myself, but I'd like to do one more a week, potentially Wednesday nights. Each maybe Sunday nights I would like to have based on weekly charting for like setting up the week, and then Wednesday nights would be based on teaching you something specifically. So Wednesday night would be maybe teaching you how to use gamma exposure. You know, maybe it's teaching how to use dark exposure. Maybe it's teaching you how to use fib fans. Maybe it's teaching you how to use fib circles. You know, if you don't know what a fib circle is or any of that stuff, maybe I could teach you how to use one of these. So, I could teach you potentially how to use a fib circle, a fib fan. I can teach you how to use retracement tool. I could teach you maybe support and resistances, something simple like that. Maybe we start simple. Maybe we teach you supply and demand zones, stuff like that. That's always something there's always stuff to teach, and so the more I can teach you, the better traders you'll be. So this is something I'm really excited about. So let me just check in with my software team here. I'm going to be doing a giveaway this week. So one thing that we're rotating out of is the big announcement is we're going to be combining some plans into one plan for the company and announcing a software plan. So as soon as I get the okay that the website's up, I will show you that. But that was some stuff I wanted to go over. While we're waiting on that, I want to talk to you about the auto trader, because I know that is something that when we launched the server, that has always been the end goal, has been the auto trader. So who's excited for the auto trader? Doesn't seem like everyone's super excited. I'm excited. So Thomas or Tay, can you put the Discord link in there and then I can pin it? There we go. That's the excitement that I wanted to get. So if you're not in my Discord right now, definitely join it. It's discord.gg/thefinancialcloud. Stop typing. There we go. All right, so we are going to start internally auto trading some Super Fortuna signals and some flow signals probably this week. So that's the first step in creating an auto trader, is to test it, and we've gotten to the point where we can now start testing it. So ideally, and I'll explain a little bit about how it works and what we're developing. So let's say, and I'm just going to use these signals for instance. So let's say we got, just QQQ. So this is something, this isn't Super Fortuna, but I just wanted to show you. So let's say we get this signal right here. This is, so let's say we get this signal right here. One thing that we could do in our testing is we found that Super Fortuna and the flow alerts are usually always profitable if you have the right trade plan. So the idea is, if you know enough, we have enough data on the signals now that we can start developing an automated trade plan around those. So the idea is, let's say you would get like an October 30th, you could buy, maybe a 3-week out, or a 3-week out call, say like right here, and you'd buy it near the money. So you'd buy like a 267, 265 call, and then you could see here this went up to 300. So that's a $35 move. You're probably profiting 400 or 500% on this move. So the nice thing is, with our auto trading software that we developed, so let's say you buy this call right here. So let's make this our call that we bought right here. I'm just trying to give you a visualization of how this works. And let's say this is the stop loss that we applied. So maybe at first, as this goes up, this is our stop loss. So you have a trailing stop loss. So as this goes up, our stop loss goes up with it. But the nice thing is the farther this goes up, the tighter the stop loss gets. So you lose less and less money. So this goes up to here, this stop loss gets super tight, and as it went down here, you might have secured some profits right here, but idea is that you're going to make money with a tight stop loss in an auto trader, and a trailing stop loss with a contracting stop loss. So this is how it starts, and as your profits go up, your stop loss gets tighter and tighter. So that's just something that's super exciting. So we're going to start testing that this week. Well, thank you, Tay. But we're going to start testing it this week. It's super exciting. We have the code written for it. And we're going to have more advanced strategies developed. So everything that we're developing, the automatic Elliott waves, the GEX, the DICs, the alerts, the crypto alerts, the flow alerts, all of that will be auto tradable. So all of that you should be able to auto trade. So that's something that is also super exciting. Is anything that we make as an AI should So everything that we are making has always had the end goal of being auto tradable. So that is definitely one of the end goals that we are working on, and I think it'll be sooner than later. So I originally thought, based on what we were looking at, would be maybe a year away, because we need to make the website, the dashboard, all the alerts, link all of your accounts. But we actually recently discovered that we can do it a lot faster and a lot sooner, potentially for the public. So without giving too much away, because I don't want to promise something that's not ready, what I'm looking at is having this possibly sooner than later. So hopefully in the next couple months, maybe even sooner than that. What I need to do is we need to test it internally first, work out all the bugs, which is what we're going to start doing, and then I can develop the user side. And ideally what that would happen would be is we would have basically an auto trading Discord server. So you would join We have our current server, which we would clone. You would not be able to talk in. It would just have the alerts, and then basically when an alert comes out, you would just click on it, and it would auto trade for you. So you would have the alert set up where you would say, hey, you got this alert, would you like to auto trade it? You would approve it, and then you're off to the races, and you don't have to do anything else. So that's the really cool part that we're working on. So that might be an emoji that you click, and then the bot DMs you, and then it says how much would you like to auto trade. You can go 10% of your account. You can also select how aggressive you want it to be. So if you want it, let's say you get an alert, we're going to set profiles, basically trade profiles, where you can select an aggressive profile, a safe profile. So if you're in the newsletter and I show you the plays where you can, if you just want to do shares, you want to be super safe, maybe you want to use the auto trader just for buying the dip. You're looking for something on a stock, so you set, you see a Microsoft Super Fortuna alert come out, and you're like, I've been wanting to get into Microsoft forever. This is probably a good point. I'm going to buy that, and that's going to be my shares. You'd have that option. What we're really developing it for is for playing options, but I always want to have something developed for shares as well. So without putting a timetable on it, I do want to say that we're much closer than I anticipated when the year started. So I am super excited about that. Let me check something real quick. Ooh, baby. So I am super excited about that. Wanted to tell you all that we've made some major breakthroughs in the last few weeks on all that stuff. So the end goal, and so I had talked about this previously with some individuals, and I haven't really talked about it with other people or with the mass public, but the end goal for our company is to be a full-service trading platform with all of the AI alerts and all of the auto trading capabilities. That is our end goal, is where you just log in. So let's say this is your platform that you log in. I'm just going to show you a couple things here. I don't have it ready, but let's say you log in. You have your website here. You log in, and you have basically a couple different bots here. So this has always been my vision, and I think this is what we're going to strive to do over the next year. Let's say you have a shares bot. So these are all your auto trading bots on your dashboard. So as an auto trading software company, you're going to log in and you're going to have a shares bot, a low risk options bot, a medium risk options bot, and a high risk options bot. And maybe this would be all calls. You'd have a calls row, and you'd have a short/puts row. And then on top of that, you're going to have a dashboard here that's customizable with the alerts that you want to see. So let's say, your dashboard here, you would have this would be your blown up dashboard, and then this would be your selectable dashboard. So let's say you wanted flow alerts here, AI or technical alerts here, maybe crypto alerts here, and then up here would be all the available list of alerts, and then maybe you have a watch list too. So let's say you have a watch list too, or you have a watch list here, and as an alert would go off, you get like a little icon on your watch list, and you could click that alert to see whether it was a flow alert, a technical alert, or whatever. And then if you wanted, you could drag that alert into a bot, and then that would auto trade for you. So that is something that we're working on in the long run. That won't be available right away, but that is something that we're going to develop this year and really work towards, that I'm excited about. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. I do have to announce one thing though, is that we are working on going towards a software company. So our website is live now. If you guys wanted to check it out, it's thefinancial.cloud. So we've fully updated our website. This is what it looks like. So You can see has links to our Discord here, has some testimonials here, and then one thing I'm excited about, let me see if this works. Oh, I'd have to log in here. So if you're a newsletter, once we fully launch the website, I'm just giving you a preview. Hold on. You'll be able to see the Catalyst calendar in the cloud here. Oh, why is it still doing that? Well, either way, the Catalyst calendar you'll be able to see in here. It'll be a readable it'll be a readable Catalyst calendar. So you'll see the one in the Discord that we have now. This will be a full calendar with downloadable into your Google Calendar, or you can sort it by the day, the week, or the month. You can join on here as well if you wanted to sign up for our software or newsletter plans. So these are going to be the new plans going forward. We're going to be changing the Discord to primarily a free Discord, but the software we're going to start charging for now that we feel comfortable with it. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to combine both of the newsletter plans into one plan, and then include a lot of the software in that plan still. So we're going to change it to, right now both the trading and investing newsletter are $15 a month, or $14.99. So we're just going to keep that price. In order to keep that price, you'll have to use the code Cloud21, and this will all be sent out in an email and everything. So yeah, so if you're on the plan right now, you'll just be rolled over to the new plan. If you're part of your pricing won't really change. But if you wanted to get all of the customized flow alerts, you would have to upgrade to the standard plan. And we do have an annual version as well. And so what we're doing for everyone right now is, if you're on the plan, you'll be able to keep that price for at least the next 12 months. You have to use, if you're on the plan, you'll be automatically, if you want to sign up, just make sure you use this code. If you do switch plans, use code Cloud21, and you'll get 40% off. And then if you wanted the annual plan, annual plans are also heavily discounted at over almost half off. So that is something that is exciting as well. So you can get the annual plans or the standard plans. So if you're on an annual plan, so keep that in mind. With the standard plan, you'll get all the newsletters still, but you'll get all of the flow alerts, all of the custom alerts. You'll be able to use the Flowbot, all of the newsletter automated alerts. We are working on text message alerts as well, and we also have additional features that I had been discussing that will be coming soon as well. So, and then we are working on a couple of other things. So this is not available for purchase yet. I'm just announcing it. We haven't launched it yet. I'm just telling you these things are coming. This will be something that we're doing in February. So I just didn't want to be a dick and just change. I wanted to tell everyone about it so that we can have a discussion about it. But we have put thousands and thousands of hours into it, and we are currently paying for all the data out of pocket right now. And so we need to be able to pay for those things going forward, and that's why we're switching to a software plan. So all of the flow alerts and all of the other stuff we pay thousands of dollars for right now, and we don't charge anyone for that. So if you want to just be subscribed to the newsletter, you can keep that for $15 a month. You don't have to have the software. That's why we wanted to keep the basic plan. You will still get some software, but the newsletter, you'll get both the investing and the trading newsletter. So that's your long term and your short term. And so those are just one plan now. Instead of offering multiple plans, it's just one plan. Price is staying the same. So I didn't want to change plans on that. All I'm doing is now we're launching the software plan, and that's the new thing that we're introducing. So the things that the alerts right now that we customize, all the Fortuna alerts I am keeping free. All of the Super Fortuna alerts and the crypto alerts and all that stuff I'm keeping free. The newsletter alerts and the flow alerts and the custom alerts will be part of the standard plan. So I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm going to be going live into the classroom. You'll be getting an email if you're a current subscriber, and all the discussion rooms and everything will still be free. The Discord won't look much different. The only thing that if you wanted to keep the flow alerts and the custom alerts and the newsletter alerts, you will have to be subscribed to the standard plan. And so we talked about making it a lot higher, but we wanted to keep it very accessible. And as we launch more and more software on the website and have that more of a software based, these prices you can lock in now, so that when we add more features, you're getting these prices now. So hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me, but I have been talking about this coming for a long time. I've never been shy on saying I wasn't going to charge for it eventually. People that have been here from the start have always known that, but I still want to keep all of the education free. So just keep in mind that the education will always be free and the software will always be low cost to help you make more money. The idea is to make you more money. So, and obviously you'll always have access to me 24/7 or whenever I'm not sleeping. So with further ado, I'm going to close this live so that it's a separate live, and I'm going to restart a new live with the investing and trading will be one package now. But I'd say let's stop talking business. I'll answer any questions in the Discord, and then we'll go live and do the classroom. So hold on one second. So give me a couple minutes. I'm going to restart the live. That way it's just the live for... yeah, we're working on dark pool alerts. It's coming soon. I don't have it available tonight, but it's definitely coming soon. So I just wanted to give everyone an update on where the vision for the company is going, so that I'm very transparent and no one's taken aback by anything that we're doing. So let's do some learning and let's plan out our week. So give me a couple minutes and I'll restart the live.